ladies and gentlemen, this is Heinz Gaming coming at you with another Battlefield 3 commentary, and in this video I'm going to be going over some C4 usage tips and some destruction gameplay, I guess, to show you guys. Basically, what can be destroyed, what can't, just some basic destruction gameplay that some of you older players that have been playing this game since release, it's funny to say that it's only been a week, but some of you guys that have been playing for a while might already know, and some of you newer players that haven't been playing for a while might not know. So just kind of showcasing what can be destroyed and what can't, and how to use C4 to its fullest. But before I start, I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of a Jeep Jihad clip where you put a bunch of C4 on a Jeep and ram it into an enemy. Thought you guys would enjoy that. Also, I'm asking for someone to make me a logo for Heinz Gaming for my new Heinz Gaming Facebook page and Twitter. So if you're interested in that, if you have the time, just message me or give me a private message on YouTube, and we will definitely talk about it. So yeah, that's all I want to say before I start commentating, so let's get right into it. Basically, I'm going to start with how to use C4 properly against vehicles. You'll notice there that it takes one C4 to kill a Jeep. I do a little stall here because I don't really know what I want to start with when I was shooting this, but basically this is how it goes with tanks. One C4 on the back of a tank will take it down to 52% health. One C4 on the sides or on the front of the tank will take it down to 53% health. 2 C4 on the back of a tank will take the tank down to 3% health, and 2 C4 on the fronts or the front or the sides of the tank will take it down to 4% health. And that's pretty important to know because no matter what, it's going to take 3 C4 to take down a tank that's at 100% health, no matter where you put the C4. So just always keep that in mind. 3 C4 equals 1 kill. Another interesting fact to note is that 2 C4 on the mobile AA only takes it down to the mid-teens, while on the tank it takes it down to like 4% health. So that's kind of a weird thing to note, that the mobile AA armor is actually stronger than the tank armor, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Anyway, if you ever get the chance to take down a boat with C4, it takes 1 C4. It is a light vehicle. And jets and helicopters take 2 C4 to kill. I didn't want to put that in because it's just kind of something you'll never use, but if you do see a helicopter land to repair and you're right next to it with C4 of all things, 2 C4 will take it down. 1 C4 will take it down to either 2% health with a little bird, 20% health with a regular chopper, or 14, I think, % health with a jet. So just slap 2 C4 in there, get the free kills. So anyway, going over the actual destructible environments now. This building is in gas station on Caspian border, and this is kind of, I don't know how to describe it because I don't know really where you would see this building in any other maps. If you have any idea, just leave a comment in the just leave a comment telling me where this building is in other maps. But this building is actually not destructible completely. It does not fall down. But something very interesting to note is that the building right next to it actually does, and it's kind of weird because they almost look exactly the same, but they actually aren't. This building is in, I think, don't quote me on this, Tehran Highway, in a couple of spots. That's the only place I know of it, and actually it is destructible if you place the C4 in some basically you place the C4 in the corners and long, narrow walls if you want to take the building down. You'll see there I took down an asshole clanmate of mine, and yeah, just kind of cool to see that. You'll actually notice this guard tower. It's on a lot of maps. In specific, Domovan Rush, I noticed that a lot of people camp out in this tower. So maybe you're support and you want to go down, you want to go take it down. Well, it turns out you can't. However, if you put C4 in the top of the tower like this, you actually blow off these walls, but you cannot take out the base of the tower, which I found was kind of disappointing. Moving on, trees. You can take out trees, obviously, but just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looked like. I don't know if a tree lands on someone if it kills them. That'd be something cool to find out. Once again, I don't know. Anyway, this is kind of that weird-looking tower at checkpoint, once again, in Caspian border. And 6 C4 on one leg will not kill. Either will 1 C4 on the 6 legs kill. So this thing is indestructible completely. Also, you'll notice the antenna tower at the flag antenna, which is basically the main feature of Caspian Border, that giant antenna tower. It is not destructible, so if you've been trying for hours, hitting the supports with a tank or blowing up the base with C4 for games and games and games, stop trying. It's not possible. It was just a single player cutscene that they showed us in the destruction trailer, so some shifty words by DICE, but whatever. You just can't destroy it. So that's all I gotta say. Anyway, this is a smaller gas silo, not as big as the gas silo that is actually on fire here in Karg Island. You'll notice when you fly out of the RU base, but this is actually destructible. You'll see silos like this in Operation Firestorm as well. Just some cool shrapnel, just a cool explosion in general. Now you'll notice this this two-room building, I like to call it. It's on Damavand Peak, Tehran Highway. Basically, I think it's on most maps. It's the checkpoint building in Caspian Border. Basically, just put C4 in the corners like this, and then put your remaining C4 on the two sides like that, and basically that is how you take down this building. The destruction animation looks pretty nice. It's a lot more fluid, I've noticed, than Bad Company 2, so that's just my opinion on that. I mean, sure, it kind of breaks really instantaneously like that, and it doesn't look too pretty, but the actual destruction process is a little more fluid, in my opinion, than it was in Bad Company 2. So, I don't know about you guys, but I've actually flown into these things, these telephone light pole tower things, a shit ton of times, and it never breaks. So I was curious if they were destructible, and it turns out they are, but you only need one C4 to actually take it out. And check this out, the base, or this little long section of the pole goes flying. If that landed on someone, I don't know if it would kill them. That'd be cool to find out, though. So you probably noticed these little, I want to call them barracks almost, but they're not really barracks. Just kind of like a one-story building plastered on top of another one-story building, and it actually is not destructible. All you can do is blow the walls off it. The staircase is indestructible, so I mean, I don't know why. I mean, that thing looks like it shouldn't be standing at all, but it is, so I don't know if that's just DICE being lazy or if that's just a gameplay mechanic. It could be a gameplay mechanic because these things are pretty prevalent in the maps, and just destroying them would eliminate a lot of potential cover, but you know what? Why is it not destructible? But you know, it's not my position to kind of criticize a game on that, because I do love the game, and so it's a small thing, but it is an issue. So moving on, you'll actually notice that this tower right here is the same as the tower in Caspian Border, except this tower is not destructible. But the one in Caspian Border is. That's actually the last clip I have to show you guys. But this tower in Karg Island, I just want to show you, I'm doing pretty much the same thing that I do in a later clip, as in I put C4 on one leg and it doesn't blow up. And in Caspian Border, it does blow up, so I don't know why that's the case. Just once again, kind of showing you guys a little destructible environment gameplay. These giant gas silos and those gas silos in the distance over there are destructible with one C4 or a rocket. I've actually gotten kills by exploding these things while kind of playing merry-go-round with an enemy. You know, an enemy tries to flank me, and I just pop a C4 on one of those things and blow them up, and I get a kill, and it's a good way to use the environment to your advantage. So once again, this is just kind of the building I blew up earlier in the game, or earlier in the video, that two-room building, and just once again putting C4 in the corners like this. Not really anything, you know, technical or advanced, just kind of putting it in what looks to be like the weak spots of the building, and then just putting a piece of C4 there. And I actually go up to the roof here to show you guys that if you are on top of a building while it's coming down, you actually do die as well. And if you're in the building or next to the building, you will die. So 3 ways to die with a collapsing building. So just something cool there. Now in this last clip, you will see this building on Hilltop. Most of the time when I get in games in Caspian, this thing's already gone. But basically, just put C4 around the entire building, and it will just blow up, and it won't crumble, but it'll just disappear. And you'll notice that antenna tower right there is the same one in Karg Island, and it is destructible, and you'll see that in a second. But basically, this video is just a really basic destruction video, not everything that you see here. I mean, sorry, there so many more things in the game are actually destructible. These are just a few of the big ones. So yeah, that's my kind of gameplay commentary on destruction, and also my next video is probably going to be a helicopter or jet tutorial. So, anyway, this is Heinz Gaming, signing off.